welcome to this session. In this session we are going to discuss about applications of XML in what all the area or industry. We are going to apply the XML concepts for creating XML document and creating data and store it into the XML file. Actually, when we are using XML than the RDBMS, there will be a lot of benefits in XML. When we are using XML, it is a lightweight one, but RDBMS heavyweight. We need lot of background process like schema, physical representation and so on. All those things related with RDBMS takes high cost and complexity, but if you are storing in the XML file, then we are getting lightweight model. That's why the XML type of data storage is followed in mobile applications. Most of the mobile apps uses XML to store their configuration details. So it is a lightweight model where we can get a lot of benefits than RDBMS. And we can transform, right, whenever needed. We can transform this XML into any HTML or any other form that will be suitable for all mobile applications, as well as lightweight browser also. Lightweight browser also, what we are using in the mobile. There are different areas or different perspective we can make use of XML applications. Some of the applications are listed here. Those applications are available in the web. When we are moving our business to the web, then what are the benefits we are getting when we are using XML based applications? Or when we are conducting our business through e-mode. When we are conducting our business through e-mode, what are the applications available? Obviously, XML is a portable one. Obviously, the XML is portable one. We can easily move the XML applications from one operating system to another operating system because it is a file-like structure, as well as it follows generalized architecture or generalized representation. Data format is a generalized one. Data format is a generalized one, so that easily XML files can be ported or moved from one applications to another application, or one operating system to another operating system, or one environment to another environment. Ported XML. The applications are listed. Web publishing. By using XML, we are able to create interactive web pages where the users or customers can customize their pages. Interactive pages means we can construct our own web pages based on our own business terminology or ontology. Based on the business ontology, we can create our own web pages or customized web pages with the help of XML, and then we can create e-commerce based applications. Business, right? E-commerce based applications, Amazon, Flipkart and so on. Lot of websites, e-commerce websites you can find in the website. All those kinds of e-commerce applications can be developed in the web publishing category. And then we can render the code, or we can render the content in different form based on the different viewers. Based on the different viewers, we can render the code in different form. And in the next application, web searching and automation or automating web task. See, when we are searching the content in the internet, let us say the example is given here. You want to search a book authored by Tom Brown. It returns, right? It returns Tom Brown and content based on Tom Brown. So all contents are available, and that will be retrieved when we are giving the ordinary search using the internet. If you are using XML in the search engine, then we can restrict, right? We can restrict the searching content based on the exact content, the correlated context alone or correlated content alone be displayed instead of rendering all content related contents. And in general applications, we can access information. We can access information through XML. Obviously, it provides data storage and retrieval mechanism so that we are able to easily add any kind of data and use the data and display or render the data and so on. In e-business applications, electronic data interchange is used, EDI used in the most of the e-business applications. XML provides support for EDI. XML provides support for EDI so that we can make use of XML for developing the e-business applications. And then business to business transactions, business to consumer transactions, everything we can do with the help of XML. And then metadata applications. See, when we are hosting our applications in the internet, metadata management is very, very important. Then only that particular website or that particular application can be reached anywhere in the world. See, very simple example I'll give you. When we are working with the internet, we are searching some content. Whenever we are giving some query to the search engine, it searches the content from the internet. How it searches the content? Based on the metadata information. The primary concern in the searching is metadata. Information about the website. Data about data is called as metadata. So, metadata provides the information about applications, e-business applications or general applications. Any kind of applications can make use of metadata for several purposes like searching. So, in such case, how to handle that metadata related with the application? That is also done by XML. XML provides offer for maintaining or language for maintaining or application for maintaining metadata. Pervasive computing. XML provides portable and structured information type. See, pervasive, larger as well as wireless computing. Larger as well as wireless computing done with the help of XML. As I said previously, in lightweight model XML, so that we are able to use any kind of data. We are able to manage any kinds of data in the internet through mobile devices, so that the structured type of data displayed on pervasive computing devices, PDA, cell phone and so on. In another dimension, the XML applications is going to be discussed here in this slide. Previous slide, we are discussing XML applications in content-based or web-oriented and e-business. Now, we are going to discuss about the XML applications in several other applications, not only web, the other applications, many applications uses XML because of its flexibility and availability. Lot of other languages, other applications uses XML in its base or in order to perform base operations. XML applications enables the organization, as I said previously, you can customize, enables the organization to create their own set of elements and attributes related with the elements and entities that describe the structure of the data and so on. Everything we can customize based on the requirements available in the current trend or current business in your business. There are several types listed here. OSD, Open Software Description, Resource Description Framework, Ontology Markup Language OML, CDF Common Data Format. See, Open Software Description used in the software releasing process. You can give all description related the software through this description languages or description. And then RDF we'll see soon. It comes under multimedia and other related data. I mean, see, whatever content available in the internet is called as a resource. It's called as resource. It may be a file or record or device and so on. All informations which is available in the internet is called as resource. How to describe the resource? How to describe the resource? What are the descriptions needed to explain or to use, to manage the resources available in the internet? In order to describe those resources, a framework has been introduced, RDF. It is based on XML. And then ontology markup language. We can maintain all vocabulary related to any industry, any application, any organization using this markup language. It is also based on XML. And then common data format. In the common data format, CDF, it is used to describe and store the scalar and multidimensional data, described here. That is also we will see in the subsequent slides of this session. And scalable vector graphics, SVG. Here the images, vector images described. And then MathML, all mathematical notations can be represented and integrated with the web document. You know that obviously any mathematical notation, if you are typing in the Word or any kind of document, it is very difficult to represent it. As well as when you go for web, right? As well as when you go for web, it is a heterogeneous environment, so that it is very difficult to represent all mathematical notations and other formulas. So in order to represent all those things, MathML is introduced. It is an application based on XML. And then chemical markup language, in order to provide support for chemical industry. It means to represent the molecular information about a particular component or the chemical equations for the component and so on. Organic, non-organic, anything or any kind of chemical informations can be represented using CML. And then in order to represent the GPS data, GPS exchange format is available. It is also based on XML. Medical markup language, to represent the medical information. MML language is used. And Office Open XML, OOXML. For Microsoft Office, it allows web page designer to annotate their web pages. See, we can supply or we can give annotations for any component in the web document, That annotations can be processed by the intelligent agent that is available in the browser. See, if you want to filter a condition or if you want to display the content for the respective country and so on, right? I am saying an example. Likewise, lot of intelligent agents are available. Instead of displaying unnecessary content in the web page, it is displaying only the relevant content when we are having intelligent agents in the browser. And then synchronized multimedia integration language, SMIL. It is used for providing support for multimedia content, text, video, audio, all other contents, related contents can be represented and can be played or can be executed in the web using SMIL. And in third dimension, we are seeing the XML application, push technology. In push technology, automatically the informations are pushed, transferred from server to client. Very simple example, lot of advertisement messages automatically pushed and it is displayed in the client browser when we are enter into the internet. Obviously, when we are seeing the web pages, lot of advertisement pushed automatically. It follows push technology. In all those things, we can apply XML. And online banking, very important application, XML application, online banking. Nowadays, most of the city customers not entering into the bank. In their place itself, obviously, in all governments also give opportunity as well as promote online banking, digital banking and so on. Lot of opportunities are provided by the government side also. In the place itself, the customer can do any banking operations using online banking. And then software distribution. See, whenever the software is developed, it has to be distributed, because at once the complete software will not be produced. Initially, the version 1 has been released. The users or customers working with the software, if they are facing any problem, that will be rectified, no error, then that will be used as a standard software. Or initially we are releasing 1.0 based on the requirements. Later on, the requirements may be modified, requirements may be changed. We need to add 1 or 2 functions into the existing software. Then those kind of patches or patch file released or distributed in the form of software distribution. And then web automation, database integration. Most of the applications working with the database integrations are performed by XML, and scientific publishing also done by XML applications. We will see some of the applications in this session. First we'll see the application common data format. First we'll see the application CDF. See, the CDF designed and developed in 1985 by NSSDC, I mean NASA, right? NSSDC, National Space Science Data Center. For their own data representation, they have developed in 1985, and then that has been released, and it uses Fortran language. Initially, CDF uses Fortran language, which is run in virtual machine environments. VAX, a type of machine, it uses virtual memory system environment, VMS. So in that machine, CDF first used, as well as in order to develop the CDF as a background, XML recently used, but originally written in Fortran. Nowadays the same CDF represented in XML because of its advantages or features. The CDF describe data in the data for scalar and multidimensional form. You know the meaning of scalar, one dimension, and multidimensional data. So the data can be represented either in one dimension or multi-dimension data, and it has been stored for later retrieval. And then CDF library is available. It allows the users can customize or can develop their own data set or data format, that will be suitable for arrays. See, obviously one dimension, two dimensional concepts are applied in arrays, that you know. So by using CDF library, developers can manage their own applications, and then through APIs we are able to access data and metadata. Several APIs are released. Several APIs are available. By using those APIs, we are able to access the data available in CDF, right? Data, because CDF is used to store scalar data as well as multidimensional data. So there obviously it provides the API to access all those data, and then metadata, data about data, accessed through APIs. And then data compression support is also provided. For data compression, gzip, RLE and Huffman coding, these three techniques used for data compression in CDF. And then once we compress the data, at the time of usage, automatically the compressed data decompressed and that will be utilized by the user. And then another benefit when we are compressing the data, the checksum facility is available. See, checksum is used to detect the error anything in the data unit. See, when we are working with the internet, already it is in compressed format. We are going to decompress the data and use the data. That should be transferred from storage place to usage place. Storage place to usage place, that will be ported so that automatically data uncompressed. During the compression, there will be a possibility of, or during transmission, there will be a possibility of error, transmission error, something like. If any error is occurred in the data unit, can be checked by using checksum, and then larger file format is supported, greater than 2 GB file is supported here. And then CDF library includes a tool suite. CDF library includes tool suite, collection of tools available, where we can make use of all those tools for our storage as well as manipulate our own CDF file. Generally, the data is stored in CDF format in common data model. So, if you want to store data into the CDF file, or you want to manipulate data available in the CDF file, everything be done by using the tool suite. And then several read-write interfaces available for C, Fortran, Java, Perl and so on. As I said previously, initially or originally it was written by Fortran, and nowadays it is customized based on the user request. Nowadays XML plays major role in the construction of CDF. And a lot of interfaces available for manipulating CDF files. C, Fortran, Java, Perl, C#, Visual Basic, Ideal and MATLAB and so on. So a lot of offers available, a lot of interfaces available for reading and writing data into the CDF file. And then the sustainability factors for CDF. It means all control informations are right. See, we are having data, but when we are dealing with data, we need to handle, or we need to hold the data control, or we need to hold the control regarding the data access. All those control informations are embedded into the data dictionary. All control related informations embedded into the data dictionary. Additional metadata is also available in that. By using that metadata, we are able to access a particular data set. We are able to access a particular data set stored as an attributes as a part of the application data within the CDF. And then the quality and functionality factors. As I said previously, CDF stores the data in the form of structured. So record or any other structure can be used to store the data. So what is the benefit of that structured representation of typed data? Easy access. We are utilizing very less time to access all kinds of data. That is the benefit of structured representation. The other benefits also available. The major benefit of structured representation of typed data is easy storage and retrieval or manipulation. And then the important component available in the CDF is interface. I mean API, application programming interface, is provided by CDF in order to store the data as well as manipulate the data. So it is a software programming interface. Basic component of CDF is a software programming interface. Device independent, that is very important, because common data format, we are saying that common data format, so that device dependency eliminated here. Device independent view of data is possible through CDF data model, and then CDF is designed to support not only the single dimension, multi-dimensional data, but also multi-dimensional data represented using CDF. The CDF structure is based on variable definition, variable name, data type, and number of dimension. Obviously, one dimension array, two dimension array, and so on. Number of dimension and size of each dimension, and so on. Based on the variable definition only, we are able to efficiently create and utilize data in CDF format, and then we can define any number of variables. Obviously, when we are saying about, or when we are discussing about the variables, any restrictions are there. This particular question may be raised in the user's mind. So the structure of CDF allows one to define an unlimited number of variables. You can completely independent and unlimited number of variables can be created by the user based on their requirements. And then disparate in nature, all variables are disparate in nature, and then group of variables, those variables working together to perform a task, let us say. In such case, the strong dependency embedded, right? Strong dependency. Generally, when we are declaring variables, it is loosely coupled. In order to maintain values, or store values, retrieve values, we are using variables, independent variables. Then it is loosely coupled model. Suppose two or more variables are grouped together and it is working in a particular task, then all those variables are binded together. We are including strong dependency or tightly coupled variables created and used in CDF. And then in the common data format, as I said previously, single dimension and multi-dimensional data can be stored and retrieved. See, when we are retrieving single dimension data, a separate set of API is available, separate set of programming interface available. By using those, we are able to retrieve single dimensional data. And then multi-dimensional data is also possible to store as well as retrieve. Another set of APIs are available in order to manipulate two-dimensional data. So up to this, we have completed the CDF and the generalized discussion regarding the applications. In the next session, we will see the remaining applications. Thanks for listening. Thank you.